Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to Island Survival Alpha. So, a couple of new players on the board. Level 0 just showed up, which is where you all start with nothing but a campfire, and you're going to have to gather some wood. Today's video is about the compound. I'm going to show you a way to get there, and get there quicker, actually. It requires a glider, but you're also going to require to eat a bunch of bananas. And if I were you, I would definitely eat a boatload of peaches to get your health well over 100%. Well, just because, let's just say there's a lot of baddies. There's zombies, there's raptors of different colors. There's one we call a mecha raptor. At least that's what my one friend on here calls them. Anyways, you can see the obsidian mine from there. We're heading toward that direction in general to start with, okay? So we need a glider, obviously, for this, which makes it faster. But if you don't have a glider yet, well, you're going to be hoofing it. So now a lot of higher level players like myself and others that are even way above me, and some that are even a little bit lower, will have access to gliders and even be able to make them because they would have gotten them from higher level players already. Okay. Now I've gotten this is a glider. You can't buy this one in the gem store, so I don't know where he got it from, but I haven't tried to drop it on the processor to see if you can make it or not, but he's pretty sure the only one that can be making is the cloth version, which, well, we'll go through that one on a different video. Anyway, so I'm kind of going through the bush here. I need to find another high point to launch again, and it looks like that's going to be it up there. Now, in the compound, that's where you're generally going to find things like guns, transporter bands, ammo, all kinds of stuff. Now, take a look around you too. This gives you a bit of a visual of things, okay? Now, I am heading toward the Obsidian Mountain. Now, if you look ahead on the Obsidian Mountain as we're flying, you'll see a big chunk of stones together. Bust one of them. You'll get a lot of obsidian, which you are going to need, especially if you ever want to make your own katanas, which are bloody deadly. Anyways, you get in that a chest that you can open up, which gives you access to a amethyst pickaxe. Oh man, I sliced them. Yeah, watch the fat guys. You slice them, they put that goo on you, and it literally slows your butt down, like really slow. And you gotta wait for it to dissipate, and you'll finally be able to pick up a piece of pace again. Collecting pumpkins, by the way, they're edible and they do provide a lot of nutritional value for you. As you can see, the katana is pretty deadly. And some of these zombies are tougher than others, which is kind of a given. Now I'm going to go up this way. Now, with having over 400 health, you can live better, because otherwise I would have lost a fair number of points there, and I'd have to recover. And without med kits, the only way you can recover your health is going to be to eat a lot of different foods. Anyways, back to the glider. Okay, so this is the compound. Okay, now before we take off, I'm going to show you about the med kits here. And I have a lot of backpacks. There's one of the amethyst pickaxes that I went after earlier today. There's the glider that you can buy in the game through gems, but people will give them to you too. You know, just ask people politely for stuff, but the only way to really ask is to literally friend people, okay? Otherwise it kind of really doesn't work so well. Anyways, because yeah, I've been having trouble with dupes all friggin' morning, and I go into what's called game mode, and that allows me to talk to everybody that's available to say, hey, does anybody need anything, right? And well, they don't respond very well, so I add them as a friend, and I gotta wait till I add them as a friend, and even sometimes there, they don't quite respond. Now, flying helps to avoid a lot of baddies, but you can't fly everywhere all the time because there are things you have to pick up on the ground as well. So, keeping that in mind. And releasing the mouse button to do your landing process really helps a lot. Now, these particular colored raptors that we've been killing so far are actually not too bad. Doesn't take even a lot of bullets from my ADS assault rifle, which is 5.56 caliber. So if we go to the chest here, we just press C once the search thing comes up. Okay, you don't have to hold down C, just touch it once quickly. There's nothing in there I want. I already got all that stuff anyways, so I'm gonna get away from that. Now, what I'm concerned with the most are black dragons, are raptors, because they're probably the most deadliest, especially when they chomp on you. But at the same time, carry a lot of food with you. Melons are a great source of hunger and thirst relief. Coconuts work pretty good for thirst, not so much for hunger. Bananas, I'm going to eat a few bananas while we're standing here for a second. But this is where you go to get a lot of stuff, especially if it's stuff you don't have, because even the level 20 players aren't on like all the time kind of thing. Like they are on, and 16s, like myself, about to go to 17, I'm on. I don't need shotgun shells. I don't need zombie bait, and zombie bait, you pick that up and you can throw it at zombies to get them away from you, I guess. So that's what it's for. I've never tried it yet, so I honestly can't tell you. If the zombie's not paying attention, I'll give him a shot in the back like I just did, and I want to find out what they have. Now, a lot of what I'm going after right now, because I have so much stuff thanks to the help of some level 20s, I'm going after a lot of things that I'm going to be handing out to players, because to be honest, I really don't need much at this point other than continually getting food and transporters. Well, I'm making transporters, but I gotta get the materials. Now here's a regular assault rifle. ADS means it actually has a scope on it. Okay, now I'm gonna take that because I'm building a bunch of ADS rifles to hand out to people. Now this is when you got a red dot, this is when it becomes an ADS. And it actually zooms things in not too badly either, so kind of nice. So, and I love shooting. I go through more than 10,000, maybe 15,000 bullets a day, and I actually have to make my own now because there's not enough within the game that I can collect to go through that many rounds a day. So I'm looking for stash boxes. Oh, looks like somebody's here. Who killed that one? Oh, this person did. And that's not even a person, that's actually a player in the game that's like a bot. Okay? More or less kind of a zombie, but not a zombie, but killable. Players are not allowed to kill each other, so, you know, that's the thing. Oh, somebody needs help. I can't help. I'm not near them to access their messaging. And yeah, we're gonna, well, I could do it through the menu, but I'll deal with that person later. I'm trying to do this video for you guys, so. But anyway, so this is a compound. Now, there are chests in 3 out of 4 of those buildings. Every tower has a chest, but not every platform does. Okay, you can enter or exit by foot. There's one of those black suckers. Now these ones do take a lot of bullets to take down. And just for you guys, the amount of bullets it took, my prize is a scuba tank. I'm being chomped on. He took a bit of health away from me, but that's okay, I'll live. So what I want to do is I want to find a safe spot while I'm up here. Always find safe spots. If you are stuck here at night, and by the way, I have tons of scuba tanks, more than I can ever possibly use, and I can make them too. Especially the transporters, I make them as well. But anyways, back to the health pack. I need to restore my health here for a second, guys, so just give me a minute to do that. The reason I play swap and go here with the weapon and the bandages is I'm starting to use the katana. And I'm thinking part of that is game bonuses, that if you utilize different weapons, it helps to get different and maybe sometimes better bonuses somewhere, especially utilizing that weapon. But I have been noticing that as you increase in levels, it's harder and harder to kill certain enemies. And we have zombies, great white sharks in the ocean. Now you're going to have to go in the ocean eventually for different materials, one of which is sulfur is found down there. I actually went mining some sulfur with a friend of mine the other day. There's some transporters there and another main rifle, so I'm going to take those. Even though I can make these, I am running low right now, not in materials, but in ones that I have in my stash. And I like to keep things topped up. Like there's the ammo. I make 20 clips of ammo here with 90 rounds each. I make that before I go out, and I always have 4 fully loaded ones here before I go out on top of that, because it's my favorite gun for many reasons, obviously. Now I'm trying to find out which bag has my stuff in it. There we go. I have so many bags here. I'm gonna have to switch this hiking backpack out for another military bag, because the hiking pack was only 16, and you can get this in the game for free as well. There's a place in the game that has like a grate, and you can't go through the grate, but you got to find the entrance in around that hilly piece, and once you do, then you'll be able to get into that area. Now there are some places you can definitely swim underwater, no need for a scuba tank, but when you are actually in the ocean, you are going to need tanks, and so you join tanks together to get more time per tank. So a single tank is worth 3 minutes of air, okay? And this one is probably the one that has no chest, I think. I don't know. Oh, no, this one has the dual. And you don't have to go necessarily right up to the chest, okay? That's a med pack, 60 round clip. Now that I can use, and this I can use. Now, every time there's a day and night cycle in the actual game, all these chests get reset with new things or additional things, especially if they haven't been taken. The original item might end up still being there. But it'll add, like I found one, it just had a knife, and I was like, screw this. And it was getting close to nighttime. So I stayed the night in one of the towers. You are generally safe overnight in any one of the top towers. I don't need any of that. And then you wait it out till morning when everything recycles. See, this is all ammo you pick up. Shotgun shells. These cases here, these are the 5.56. What? You slimed me? He's never slimed me before. Usually you shoot him and he slimes. Now I get slowed down again. Okay. So those is just a pickup. Same as that, it's a pickup. Anyway, I'm going to go through a couple more containers. I figure I might as well do it while I'm here anyways, talking to you guys. Yeah, going out at night. Now, there are no flashlights in the actual game, by the way. Not that I have found, per se. I do have a flashlight, and I have the ability to make them thanks to the researcher machine. Tells me what I need. So when you go fishing or you go into a box, sometimes you'll get batteries out of the water, or you'll get batteries out of one of these boxes, right? With that, you need the battery, and I can't remember the other material off the top of my brain what you need in order to create one. Let me just put these assault rifles away. So I need the space anyway down below. But I was given a flashlight, because I asked my buddy, I said, where'd you get the flashlight, dude? So he actually ended up giving me a couple of them. One to sacrifice to the researcher, because with the researcher you actually have to sacrifice an item. So handy having two, and now I can make all the flashlights I want. But I've also been collecting batteries since the beginning anyhow, not knowing what they're for, and now I know exactly what they're for. Now see, that gave me a bonus of a pistol. Bonuses changes what you get out of things as you advance in the game too. Like I know I shot a lot of these guys with pistols shooting at me, and I didn't really get a whole lot. Oh, black one. Okay, so I got 30 round clip fully loaded. I'm going to sneak up on the box here. I don't want to spook him, but I am going to go kill him, because he's going to be in my way. Scuba again. Man, I got way too many bloody scuba tanks. Oh. So I'm going to join these, right? So I drop it on there. There's 6 minutes of air. Okay, you use the tanks once, period. Now, Fat Boy's at a distance. Shoot him. He blows up like that. I love shooting things. Now, right now I'm collecting cloth and metal, and even this fat guy gives you cloth at times. I can make crossbow bolts, I don't need to collect them. And they just go right back and get cycled into the game anyway. Uh-oh, I hate it when I hit inventory at the same time. Okay, bye-bye, guy. Woo! Saved myself. I think that's enough of the compound. That's the basic way to get there, even for direction if you're going to walk there. But otherwise, if you are going to play the game, and I'm online at the time, because I usually spend about 14 to 16 hours a day on this game. Yeah, I'm at it a lot. It's a disco. But, friend me, Keylop56, and I'll hand you a lot of stuff. Transporters, I can make some ammo for you for whatever gun you got. I just need to know if it's 9mm 5.56 or what was the other one? I think it was 45 ACP or something. 45 rounds, and that's the pistol. So I'm going to be handing this stuff out, obviously, because I mean, I don't like the pistol anyway, so I've used it a few times and it's like, meh. And there's a knapsack that was also given to me. It only has 8 slots, but hey, it helped. And then I started making my own military backpacks. But you do got to collect a lot of materials. You got to work for it. It's either that, or you can buy gems at the gem store. Speaking of the gem store, quickly, every day you get a daily reward, which is free for a free gem. They tell you what you can use them for. Daily wanted item today was 3 kiwi fruits. So I found out where kiwis were growing at the time. As you go along the game, more and more banana trees, more and more peach trees, more and more of every tree is coming up everywhere, and stuff even closer to camp, which is nice too. So, you know, if I need to take a short haul for something, I can easily do that and get back to camp and do other stuff, and, you know, help other people out, other players. So anyways, that's another way to get a free gem. And the other is the treasure. Now, I wouldn't pay a gem to get the location of the treasure. I think what it gets you is the exact precise location on the map. Generally we get this symbol, okay, here, on the map, and that's a generalized location is what it is, okay. Now, I found it today. It was near the obsidian mine. It was an interesting way to find it, but eventually I found it and got there, and that was fine. And I figured out how to get back into that place, which was rather interesting, because the day before, the treasure was in the same hill piece, but up on a top shelf that you had to figure out how to get off of the top onto a pillar, from the pillar onto the shelf, and then you had to maneuver around and over top of the next shelf to get to the box. It was fun, okay? What I don't like is when they stick that treasure box, like say over here. You know, that's a trip, and you know, I wouldn't even swim that. So I would actually hop from there over to this island. From this island, I would find a way to get to this one if I had enough height to get, and then hop here and then to here. I could take a direct path if I can find a high enough hilltop or mountaintop that I could jump from there to there with my glider. I could do that. There is a spot in here. Actually, I think, you know, it might be this one where there's a sandbar. But you got to watch the sandbar, because sometimes when tide's up, you know, it's a little deep and you end up having to swim, and if you do, the sharks are going to get you. So what I did was I ran across that during high tide with my my glider up above my head and running at the same time, and it kept me more up on the surface. So I technically kind of walk on water, or in this case ran on water. But you had to eat a lot of bananas for the stamina to do it too. But it worked. So anyways, that was interesting. But anyhow, so this is my little shack. It increases in size as you go. You can see we got this guy, a Breneza. He's like a level 4. So, you know, that's kind of what level 4 gives you: a stash box, a bed, a roof, a back wall. I'm 16, so, you know, you get what I've got here. I don't think there's any... Oh, there's a level 17 on here. Alan Myth. I'm not sure if he's one of my buddies or not. I'll have to double check. Where is his place? I'm kind of curious to see what level 17 looks like myself. Oh, level 17 looks actually pretty freaking cool. Oh, nice little top over shelf. So he's got, should have 3 stash boxes now. Yeah, 1, 2, and 3. Looking mighty nice there, dude. And he's got his cooking pot set up. I still haven't figured out how to set that up yet. I'm gonna have to ask somebody. But anyways, this is my joint here. I knocked down 2 of my furnaces in order to plant some extra banana trees. So bananas, melons, and peaches. Now once you get your health way up there with the peaches, put your peaches away and then put something else in that next toolbar to help you out with whatever. So in my case, I took out the katana for a while. I'll switch it out to something else down the road, etc., etc. So, and as you can see, my transporter, I have 1 transporter left in my bar now. So I'm going to have to grab another transporter from there. You can only have 3 at a time. And that's all you can have in the bar. That's all you can have in the box up here too. So, but yeah, the best fishing rods, by the way, to go fishing with is going to be the diamond. There's apparently a gold fishing rod. I haven't figured out how to make that yet. But I need a gold fishing rod to process in order to figure out. And that's what the researcher machine over here is for. Okay, so you want to research something, just take something out, drop it on there, hit research. If it's researchable, it'll tell you and it'll start processing it. Now, some things take several hours, even a couple of days to process. So, kind of sucky there. I actually did an SMG and it took a couple of days, and it's like, well, I've got all the SMGs I'll ever need. You know what I mean? I keep just throwing them out to people. Even today, I give away an SMG and a pile of ammo to somebody because I don't personally like the SMG. Although it is nice because it holds 60 rounds, but it's a little bit weak. 10 millimeters seems to be a little bit weaker, to me at least, than the 5.56. I don't know, something about the 5.56 just turns my crank, you know what I mean? But with that, I mean, like I said, the compound's loaded with stuff. There's ammo boxes, there's pieces of metal, there's cloth you're gonna have to collect, duct tape. You know, for example, in the processor, right? If you want to make a military grade bag, you need one as a victim first. And once it's done processing, you're going to need 200 pieces of cloth, 25 of duct tape, and you're going to need 1 emerald bar. Okay, now you are going to have to make that emerald bar unless you ask somebody if they have one that they can give you. And the glider, again, this is a glider you can buy from the gem store. and it's also one where you can just dump it on the top. So I ended up with 2 of those gliders, sacrificed one, and now I make them for people that need them, because other higher end players aren't always online, but I'm online way too much with this game. So, but you need hardwood, which can be found nearby, just outside of base camp, etc. Nice thing about base camp though is with this big perimeter ring around us, we are safe from the baddies. They can't get in. We can get in and out, and we can't harm each other. That's kind of part of the game. But they can't get in here. So if they try, they can maybe poke their head or something through, and we can shoot through the barrier, kill them, and then collect the prizes or loot, whatever they have to have, if anything. And sometimes you don't even get any loot at all for killing something. Your loot is you get to live. You know what I mean? So, you know, and if you die, well, you'll get an indicator saying, hey, you got 1 hour to find your death stash, and follow the indicator and go back to your death stash. But you're going to need to fashion a couple weapons first and grab some food to go to get to your death stash, because where you precisely died is precisely where your death stash is, and if you don't retrieve it within the hour, it is gone. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour of the compound facility here, and got a bit out of it, and the direction on how to get there the fast way, at least, or even on foot you can do it. But I like and prefer the glider. I use it tons for a lot of things, especially fast escapes when I'm being chased, and I don't want to fight. Then I'll use my glider to get up in the air too, and at least get away a little bit for now. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Find me as KillUp56 on the board here, and friend request me, and I'll be more than happy to help you advance in the game as much as I can possibly do. So until next time, see you on the next one. Ciao.